Hi guys, well, I'm making the video so I can tell about my story. So, I'm starting off with like I was born sickly as hell. Like I had heart surgery when I was younger. So my grandparents was taking care of me, helping my mom because my mom was, on them drugs and stuff, whatever. So the first beginning part of my life was pretty cool, but then my grandma passed away and gave me to my grandma passed away, so my grandfather gave me to my mom. And then that's when all hell broke loose. My mother started beating on me. My cousins moved in. Sexual abuse started with them. Then we moved out, moved with some family friends. Molestation, sexual abuse started there. Because the guy next door moved in and he started sexually molesting me. So I had told my mom. My mom didn't believe me at first. She whooped my ass, and then the guy was like, well, when I took her, my hand just slipped down in her pants. And my mother just thought that was okay for some reason. I don't know why. I know she was like probably high as hell off them drugs, but I don't know. But she whooped me or whatever. So it went on for a little bit longer after that. So I knew every time I go to my godmother, it's something to get done because my godmother always made sure I was okay. And every time I went to my godmother, for some reason, people believed me then. And I was never a liar, so I don't know why my mother didn't believe me. So I went to my godmother, and my godmother handled the situation. We ended up going to court, and the guy ended up getting sentenced to 18 months in prison for child molestation. Now he is on the Ohio registry for as a sex offender because of what he did to me. Then we ended up moving back to my grandfather. The sexual abuse started back up again at my grandfather's house, but I never once told my mother or my grandfather about this. They have now passed on, and I'm just now telling that story about what my cousins did to me, about how they sexually abused me for a couple of years as well. I started running away from home, so I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the sexual abuse. I couldn't take the mental abuse. I couldn't take the physical abuse from my mom, the verbal abuse. Well, one day, I'm sitting in the living room playing a game, and I hear bang, 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 bang. You know, like it sound like the water pipes are busted or something. So, but the next thing I hear is, I've been shot, I've been shot, I've been shot. So my auntie had got shot on my grandfather's porch right in front of me, so the blood everywhere. Like, I haven't seen her since. I do not know if she's alive because when she went to the hospital, when she got out, she never came back to us. They put her in protective custody, and nobody in the family have heard from her since. So I don't know what's going on there. And I was like 11 at the time. About 2 weeks later, my best friend, you can also look that up. Her name was Bianca White. She lived in East Cleveland, Ohio. She was stabbed 38 times after school one day. In her house, in her living room, doing her homework. I had just got off the phone with her, and this happens. And we was in a drill team and in the choir and stuff together, but I had quit those things because I was scared to go back to school, knowing that somebody had just got shot on my grandfather's porch, and now my best friend got stabbed 38 times. Okay, now we're going to move forward. Summertime has come. I didn't even go to my 6th grade graduation, by the way, because of that, because I was scared. I did not finish school. So my 6th grade year at school, I ended up graduating at home, not in the school building, because I was too terrified to go to school. 7th grade year start. Then I'm still running away because there's still a lot going on at home. Like, there's a lot going on at home with the abuse. It just wouldn't stop. Like the abuse was just constant. You know, like I wasn't allowed to go outside. I mean, like I had to be in the house by a certain time. I was like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. If my cousins didn't do their chore, I got beat for it, and they're older than me. I was the youngest in the house. But if my cousins didn't do what they were supposed to do, I got beat for it. I got put on punishment for it. I got talked too crazy. I got told I was ugly and a funny looking old girl, and I got called Bugs Bunny and BITCHs and all of this stuff, and got beat upside the head, black eyes, kicked down the stairs. All types of weird stuff was just happening to me. So I just started running away again. 7th grade, the East Cleveland police killed my friend Jeffrey over a pellet gun or a water gun. So that messed me up. My cousin's best friend, my mom had sent me to the store and told me to go get her a pack of cigarettes. So it was me and one of my friends. We went to the store to go get her cigarettes, and we came out the back of the plaza, and these two guys, they just came up from behind me, picked me up, and she was beating them in the head. Now I'm screaming, and she beating them in the head, and nobody is helping these two little girls out. Nobody's helping them. It's on video and everything, but nobody is helping these two little girls out. They basically kidnapped me and took me to an apartment, held us at gunpoint, where they proceeded to rape me. The only thing that saved my life was somebody I went to school with knocked on the apartment door, and when they knocked on the door, they answered the door, and they was like, and the dude was asking what he was doing, and at that time, me and my friend was able to wrestle up and run out and run back home to my mom. My clothes is ripped off of me. I am bloody. I'm crying, and my mother is not paying me no attention. The only thing she's worried about is her cigarettes and her change. So she beats me again because I don't have her cigarettes and I don't have her change. So my friend had to tell her, hey, stop hitting her. Stop hitting her. Look at your daughter. Look at your daughter. She was just raped and held at gunpoint. We was kidnapped. Look at your daughter. You know, she kept saying that. And then finally my mother stopped and looked at me and paid attention. And then we go to the police station. We go to the hospital. The guys at first didn't get arrested. They start harassing me at school, coming to my school. They was showing their pistols in the hallway at the school, and the principal was supposed to keep them held until the cops got there, but the principal ended up letting them go. The principal ended up losing her job behind it, but eventually they did get arrested, and they did 5 years in jail for what they did to me, and then they got out. But after that happened, not too long after that is when my mother had snapped. She had beat me really, really bad. And the next day I had went to school, and I had bruises everywhere. And the teacher knew what was going on at home, and she was tired. My English teacher was so tired. So she called Children and Protective Services, and they came to pick me up from school. When they came to pick me up from school, I started going to foster homes and group homes. And the group homes was even worse because I was getting bullied on and had to fight because they was trying to cut my hair, throw eggs in me, glue my hair and stuff. Like, it was just terrible in these group homes and in these foster homes. I had this one foster lady. It was me and this other girl in there, and her mom was sick. But we had to take care of her mom just to eat. We had to clean her mom bed sores just to eat. We had to clean her house just to eat. Like, that's the same type of abuse that we came from. I mean, we supposed to be helping us, but you're not helping us. You're putting us through more than what we was already going through. So we end up running away from there. Fast forward again some more. I met my children's father. Well, I already knew him, been knowing him all my life, but I ran back into him years later. And He knew I was in foster care or whatever, so I started running away to be with him. Every time I ran away to be with him. And he was explaining to his mom everything that was going on. At first, his mom wasn't listening. She wasn't believing. Well, by the time I was 15 years old, I ended up pregnant with twins. 16, I had my twins. And then that's when his mother legally adopted me. At first, everything was okay, but then he started getting abusive with me. He started getting abusive. He started cheating on me. He started stealing from me. And I couldn't take that no more. So I ended up leaving that relationship at like 18, 19 years old. Then I get with the next guy who becomes my son's father. And he tried to kill me. Like, in the beginning, the relationship was fine. Like, I just saw gold when I saw him. Like, he was going to protect me. He was going to take care of me. He was going to take care of my kids. He can sing. He can cook. You know, he was a bounty hunter. Like, he had all types of good things going for him. But the hidden parts, I didn't see till it was almost too late. The drugs that he abused. I didn't know that he was on crack. I didn't know that he was on mushrooms. I didn't know that he popped pills. I knew that he drank. I knew that he smoked weed. I drank, but I didn't smoke. So, but I didn't know about the other drugs. And then next thing, I didn't know that he was abusive. So sooner or later, I ended up with black eyes, busted lips, busted nose, broke rib cages, beating me in front of my kids, dragging me down the stairs. He broke my finger. It is still broke. As you can see, I cannot bend it. And then when I call the police and I take him to court and try to press charges because of who his father is and who his father know, he never got arrested. The judge always say, maybe if you do what you supposed to do when you listen to him, he wouldn't put his hands on you. So if you come back in my courtroom, you gonna be the one to go to jail. What type of stuff is that? This man is literally threatening to kill me. This man literally almost killed me 3 times, bro. 3 times. And nobody did nothing to protect me. So I was totally scared to leave him at all costs. But then I finally did. I went through this for 5 years. And I finally did. When I met my husband, the guy who I'm with now, I've been with him 18 years. When I met him, that's when I got the courage up to leave him. But everywhere I moved, he found me. Everywhere I moved, he found me. He was stalking me, and nobody was doing anything. I had an order of protection on him. That wasn't doing anything. By the time he had stalked me, he had come banging on my door, trying to break into my house. But by the time the police get there, because they take longer than 30 minutes, he already gone. Because I didn't have to call somebody else that's not the police to come do what the police is supposed to do. We finally end up moving to a whole nother county. And here I am now. My grandmother died in my arms. My god kids passed away in the apartment fire. All 4 of them. That happened in April of 2006. You can Google that too. I have a lot of mental disabilities now. I have schizoaffective disorder, bipolar disorder, PTSD, anxiety, anger, and real bad depression. Because of all the stuff that I went through, this is what I have to deal with on top of my illnesses that I have. Cyclic vomiting syndrome, gastroparesis, IBS, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, migraines, heart problems, and I'm 42 years old. I have 6 kids that I birthed. I'm happy within my marriage. Financially, we still messed up, but we getting there. But other than that, I'm fine within my marriage. My kids is doing okay. I'm just happy I'm not in those situations anymore where I can go about telling my story to try to help others. I have started a nonprofit organization. I'm trying to get it legal so I can do more with it, but right now it's just on Facebook, called A Helping Hand Save a Sister's Life. And then I also have my woman empowerment group called Sisters Motivation, and I do a lot with them to try to help women in my shoes. If it ain't just to talk to them or something, but I do help with a lot of people that has been homeless out of state of Ohio, and now they have homes because I done helped them find shelters or, stuff like that to help them and their family. So I try, but yeah, that's my story. I can get more in detail if I had some people that ask me questions. I'd be kind of nervous, but thanks for listening. Bye.